Think of that lawsuit.
Which one?
Well, they're trying to. Of course, it's one of these animal rights people. They don't want experimentation on animals, which of course. But our chimps people too. Rights group seeks legal person status for chimpanzees.
Really?
Yeah, they want to make them so they can't be enslaved or used for research, things like that. So they want to make little chimpanzees people. You can't do that.
I have mixed feelings on that. As much as I love animals,
people.
certain medical research.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it, I think, without cruelty, because they're so vicious to these animals and so not caring. But if we're trying to cure cancer or AIDS, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah. You need kind of a stand-in, right? I think.
Yeah.
But, for Revlon to sit there
That's sickening, yeah.
drip fucking
mascara
lie
into
their eyes because, they got to figure out what fucking mascara does.
Right.
That's a little much.
Yeah, it's just sickening.
It may seem like an unusual statement that an animal should be recognized in some ways as a person.
They understand that they have choices that they can make and how they want to live their lives.
Steve Weiss founded the Non-Human Rights Project, a group that says, based on scientific evidence, chimps deserve some of the same rights as humans.
We want to show that the chimpanzees also have autonomy. And that means that they can choose to live their lives in the way that they want, similar to the way that we can choose to live our lives the way we want.
In a landmark lawsuit filed in New York Supreme Court, they want civil liberties for chimps held in captivity.
They're using a time-tested legal maneuver called habeas corpus, which essentially means free the body. And it's been used throughout the years to free people from what's been considered an unjust incarceration. Essentially, under the law, a legal person doesn't have to be a human being.
The suit was brought on behalf of 4 chimpanzees being held in the state of New York. One of the chimps is 26-year-old Tommy, who lives caged on his owner's property in Gloversville.
No chimpanzee should live the way Tommy lives. He is essentially in a chimpanzee solitary confinement jail. All he can see is one bleak day after another in front of him, just the way we would if we were in solitary confinement.
CNN reached out to Tommy's owners, but have received no response.
Of course.
The 91-page memorandum filed by the NHRP refers to Tommy as a person illegally imprisoned, demanding he and the others be relocated to sanctuaries, and says this court must recognize that Tommy is a common law person entitled to the common law right to bodily liberty.
We intend to file a wide variety of cases in which we argue again and again that certain non-human animals, at least, such as Tommy, are so cognitively complex or so autonomous that they should no longer be seen as legal things without any rights.
Cognitively complex.
CNN has reached out to 4.
They are much different than just a fucking,
a goldfish.
Yeah. You can't just classify, they're an animal. When you look at those fucking things, they certainly do seem to be thinking.
There's some awareness in those eyes.
And they have they do have this independence about them and everything.
Who's Tommy? That
was just the name of the chimp.
But what? What type of chimp is he? Is he used in medical research? Why is he in that shitty environment?
Why though? I don't know. Probably
they're using him as the example, right?
Fucking research.
And like that.
Do we still need to do research in that way?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like Jim said, if it's something very, very important.
I think there's a way to humanely do it.
Can we use just shitty people instead?
Yeah,
that would be.
How about
better.
Ian Watkins? How about use him for medical research? Guys who fuck babies. How about we use them instead of nice chimps?
We know who the shitty people are.
Right.
But, do the tests on them.
It should be legal.
What?
Doing tests on fucking
shitty people,
horrid criminals.
Yeah, you feel bad for things like the whales, and after that, it's SeaWorld. People mean well when they go. They don't know.
Most people have no clue because the PR they put out for SeaWorld is that it's wonderful and it's helping the animals there.
It does in a way. It's
to an extent, maybe.
Educating a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sacrifice a few of them to educate a lot of people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I would think so, but at what cost? You know, you watch that thing and you feel pretty bad. You know, you just think those are dumb fish, and then you realize, oh, right, they got fucking brains and feelings for their family and all that shit.
Not all fish, though.
No. Fish. Those are
Most
like
fish
mammals.
Just have those dead eyes.
Fish are stupid.
Doll eyes.
Doll eyes.
Doll eyes.
Yeah, there's no smart fish.
No.
There's sharks, but they're not smart.
Dolphins are pretty smart.
But they're not fish.
Yes, they are.
They're mammals.
They're mammals. You're
they're
right.
mammals.
No, they're not. They're
fish.
reclassified as fishes.
Oh, okay.
Fishies.
Now we could beat them.
If you shit in the ocean, you're a fucking fish.
Exactly. Why get so technical with shit? Yeah. And the tomato's a fucking vegetable. It's with the rest of the vegetables.
It's not a fruit.
It's not a fruit.
It's not.
Fucking vegetable.
It's a stupid vegetable.
Now Sal, on the other hand.
Yes. Sal's a banana smuggler.
This guy used to research primates.
Huh?
God, we're learning about mining and primates today.
Nice.
Yo, Dan, what's up?
What's up, Bo?
Did people ever call you Dan the Man?
No, I've never heard
single
of that
time. Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, so the big thing with chimps versus regular primates, two things. One, chimps are a fucking pain in the ass to work with. They used to say you could tell a chimp researcher by counting their fingers, because basically you lose a finger within like a month of working with them.
Oh, they fucking really nasty, huh?
They love biting off fingers.
Not only nasty, but the restrictions for working with them are so prohibitive.
They're not nasty. They don't want you fucking with them.
No, I agree. But chimps, even in the wild, compared to like bonobos or gorillas, they're assholes, man. They
are nasty.
Nice.
Dude, I want to pet a gorilla. I want to pet a big silverback.
Ooh.
Like in the captivity, are they friendlier than chimps? They seem less scary than a chimp.
What? Isn't he in the other room right now, the big silverback? Oh, man, that died.
But no, seriously, I would love to pet a silverback gorilla. For some reason, they just seem...
I bet you they wouldn't love it.
I don't know. They might. I'm a
Why are
good
you
petter.
listening to yourself, Dan? We're still talking to you.
Yeah.
You're
Dan
that
is
excited
not
to hear
the
your
man.
voice?
Dan is not the man.
Dan.
Oh, God.
Dan.
Fuck him.
You're that excited you had to listen to your voice on the radio? We're still talking to you.
Oh, my God. He's a chimp.
He wanted to hear how bad his joke bombed.
What are you doing, Dan?
Dan, we're right here.
Bye, Dan. Dan's an idiot.
Oh, maybe he tried to hang up or something. Do we tell them not to listen to their radios? That's what we do, right?
Yeah, we tell them to turn it down.
All right, maybe he tried to hang
radio.
up.
No, he was just very excited.
And say, love the show.
He was very excited.
What,
please say love the show.
Yeah, say, turn down your radios and say, love the show.
Love you, love the show.
Love you, love the show.
Right.
Oh, God.
God. That was
terrible.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should fucking, those poor little guys.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I was at the Bronx Zoo recently, seeing the gorillas.
They got room over there? Yeah, a little tight.
They try, but I don't know.
Shitty cages.
Man. No, they're not really cages anymore. They're environments, kind of.
Yeah.
With the glass and shit. But I don't know.
Open top?
Open top in some places.
Oh, really?
With big, huge, monster fake trees. They got that fake tree thing down.
Do they?
How come they don't climb out?
Well, the tree's like in the middle of the whole thing. Yeah, they figure out how far the things could jump.
The tree right next to the fence.
Right.
No, but they can't climb the fucking fence?
No, it's like glass and shit.
Oh.
And other structures that are pretty hard to climb. Yeah. Bronx Zoo is pretty fucking cool, though.
I have not been there since childhood on a field trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
And, yeah, they were a lot more cagey back then.
Anthony was raped with his face pressed into a bunch of llama food.
I don't even know what llama food consists
Just like
of.
you put a quarter in a
Oh, right.
You hand feed the llama, whatever it is. Fucking Cheerios.
They probably should get rid of the old... They have the old cages there. I said this recently.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy because the animals used to be in those fucking things.
Yeah.
Like it would be a lion next to a fucking monkey next to a whatever.
Yep.
Because us lazy fucking humans don't want to walk too far to see our exotic animals. And then finally they did away with all that. So these old cages are now like, I don't know, they grow plants and shit in there that I guess you don't see elsewhere. I don't know.
I bet they like showing the difference.
Yeah, there you go. Those are the old cages.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us. We're better human beings.
Yeah, we've passed this shit right by.
Right. We still make a giraffe live in the winter, but we're good about it now.
Yeah, we give him a hat.
Right. A giraffe doesn't want to feel cold ground ever.
Yeah. Yeah, they aren't meant for that weather.
No.
I just thought that was odd.
And the Bronx Zoo's got to stay open all year long to make their money. So
what do they do? What happens to the animals that don't like the fucking cold?
I don't know how they figured it out.
Heat?
That's where the zoo people at.
Put them inside?
Put them inside a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably warm up their little tootsies and then get them back out there on display.
Cruel existence.
Here's a guy that researched primates for 15 years. Oh, God. Kevin.
How you doing, guys?
Hi,
Good.
Kevin.
What kind of horrific experiments did you do on the primates in your 15 years?
Now, listen, I've never done any experiments per se, but I've done a lot of research. Now, these primates, what they really seem to like is a lot of fried chicken, watermelon, and they're going to...
I really hate racist assholes.
I just knew.
It's not even funny.
I knew he was going to say this
It's
before.
the hackiest fucking thing you could say. Anything else?
Listen, it's not about the primates when it comes down to it.
He won't stop.
What it's about is human behavior and how we're going to react as humans.
Now he's trying to make a point.
Yeah, stop it.
Shut up. Shut up.
I didn't know. Yeah. I just wanted. I was just hoping he knew what he was talking about. I'm actually interested.
I just knew it's like 15 years. He's in Canada. It just. I knew he was.
You knew that one.
A joke with the fucking with his little joke. Boy. Oh, that's an old picture from the Bronx Zoo.
Which one?
That woman was dressed in like fucking oldie time clothes. Wow, that doesn't look fun. Oh man,
That just looks like
poor
it sucks.
guy.
What is it? What animal? It's hard to tell with the black
mountain
and white.
cat, right?
It's
Yeah.
kind of a mountain, like a lynx or something, or a,
mountain cat.
a puma.
It looks like the enclosures from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Where they hose them down. It's a madhouse.
But to be fair, some of these zoos, they got the back doors that go out to the outside as well.
Something tells me that.
So they bring them inside so you can check them out for a little while, and then they open that back door. And,
Half the population couldn't vote. I don't think we were cared about the fucking lynx.
right.
Exactly.
And it's got a skylight.
Yeah, he does have a skylight.
Good
That's
point.
nice.
I mean,
It's true.
And
Yeah,
nothing's
that's nice.
soft whatsoever. They couldn't even figure that shit out. Just put, like, I don't know, a fucking
couch.
bush in there or something.
Yeah, they're just on cement and steel.
Looks like it's just a bathroom. It looks horrible. All right, let's go to Mike in Atlanta. Mikey.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Welcome aboard, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Yes, we use chimpanzees for some autism research here in Atlanta. The standards that we use for the animals in our lab, standards are very, very high, very stringent. There's things that are not allowed.
What can't you do?
I'm sorry, man. The phones are real quiet. I can barely hear you. What's that?
What are you not allowed to do?
you gotcha.
What did he
No,
say?
he didn't. His fucking phone crapped out.
You shouted, we heard you.
Yeah, he tried.
But his phone crapped out.
It did crap out. He was too loud,
I know,
and it
so-
clipped his
I'm
volume.
so happy. His victory was taken out from under him.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely
The
tainted.
technology failed him.
Yeah.
The San Diego Zoo is awesome until you get to the polar bears and realize how depressed they are in the heat.
Oh, New York summer. Sweltering and these poor things
When the
walking
San Diego
around.
Zoo.
Oh, that. I thought you meant...
No, in New York, at the
York.
Central Park Zoo, which is a very small, tiny zoo. Another thing you idiots should do when you come to New York, instead of hanging around Times Square at a fucking Fridays, walk around a little bit. The Central Park Zoo is amazing. It's and you could do it in an hour.
Yeah.
Everything's right there. It's easy and nice. They used to have a polar bear that had OCD.
What did he do?
Just went back and forth all day. They were saying it was OCD, but I bet you the
that's
thing was just deeply depressed.
He had it, right.
Could you get this story on the OCD polar bear? It's from a few years ago. I think the last polar bear died, actually, that the Central Park Zoo had. And they're trying to figure out if they're going to get a new one, I think.
The San Diego Zoo is a really good one, though, right? Isn't that the one where the animals really get a lot of room?
A lot of the zoos are doing that now.
And what's the ocean? There's open ocean fucking things for.
Oh, that's creepy.
Here's the polar bear. Oh, yeah, he goes backwards or something.
But this is in Oregon.
Oh. So maybe there's a lot of OCD polar bears.
God, what a lousy fucking environment.
Maybe they just don't want to be in the zoo.
Is the cement supposed to represent the ice?
Yeah, ice
that they're
flows.
used to walking on. Why do they have to make it cement?
This poor guy.
He's just so fucking beaten down. I wouldn't even say that's OCD.
No, he's just beaten down.
I always say I'm not an animal rights guy, but I think I might be.
And then he goes backwards again.
Yeah, his thing is he just goes backwards.
Oh, he's fucking... That's his whole life.
There was a lady that came out of my building the other day. The rage I felt just because she was wearing a stupid fur coat. It drives me insane. And I feel my body getting ready to do something completely ridiculous. Yes. And I've held back every time. But the rage I feel.
You want to just say to them, you're a fucking cunt.
Because then you'll have the people, and it's fair enough. Well, you eat fucking steak, you're wearing shoes, you got a belt on.
There's a difference.
Fair point, but it's the gluttony of it or something.
It's the difference between eating steak and all that is you're fucking eating or you're wearing a belt to hold your fucking pants up. It's not a $5,000 statement of status. And you know the difference.
And this one was so expensive. You could see the fur coats where you could pretty much see the individual animals on it. So you could start counting how many fucking animals had to die for this lady's social statement.
The stupid little minx.
I heat up inside. I know one of these days I might do something really stupid. And I just hold back every time. I want to say something. I envision myself just ripping the coat off them.
Oh man!
I love when they throw paint on their coats.
Absolutely,
love it. Green paint, yeah. Even though it's shitty.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I fucking hate them. And
it turns out to be like a good quality fake fur.
Most fake furs, they even found dog hair and shit in fake furs. They're using,
But then you got the ones, I mean, the old school ones with the animal head still on the top.
It's resting on her shoulder. Hello.
Right. Oh, my God.
I'll be with you all day. Yeah. That looks silly.
Let's say hi to Amanda in Jersey. Amanda.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's your last name, love?
Absolutely. Whatever you want it to be, whatever. Listen, over the summer I went to a zoo in New Jersey, brought my girls, and there was a red panda there that was just going back and forth in one spot of the cage. It was really depressing. I went back there a month ago. It had to be like 3 months in between the two visits. Same panda, same spot, doing the same exact
Oh, you know how many times he's probably done that?
Oh, it was so sad. It was so depressing. You could tell the thing was completely just like, get me the hell out of here.
I can't go to zoos or anything. I just feel bad.
It's terrible.
For the little guys.
It's pretty sad.
I don't know.
Again, unless it's like something like San Diego or a sanctuary I would go to.
I don't know. They always look sad with the shit caked to their ass and they just have a sad look on their face.
Yeah.
They're always wet. I don't know what the fuck happens in there. They're always wet.
They're crying.
I know.
And then they're saying elephants in the wild survive 30 years more than the ones in captivity.
Yeah, so do whales, too. They were saying that in the Blackfish special. These dumb fucking people that work at SeaWorld, they're going, they live to be 25 or 30, and in the wild, they're 80.
They're like 100 years old. Yeah, they have pretty much similar to humans as far as their life expectancy goes. But then they're telling people they live 30 years. Because that's how long they live in captivity.
Dude, I went last year to Ringling Brothers. I'm doing all the kids stuff now. And I'm a fucking pussy, man. I've changed. I hated seeing the elephants.
Oh, you can't support Ringling Brothers. It's terrible.
It drove me nuts. And where they make them get up on their hind legs and then their front legs are on the back of the elephant in front of them. All these, and you could just see we didn't even have good seats because we got them last minute, and you could just see the sadness from where we were.
They're cruel to those animals, man. I don't know about Ringling Brothers, but I think elephant trainers in general are cruel. I don't know how you train them not cruelly.
And there was just a ton of them. A ton. There was, I don't know. There had to be like 20 of them. That they're hauling around from city to city. Just hauling around. Where the fuck do they go during the day?
I'll tell you one thing. They make some of the best videos when they go bullshit.
Oh, I love a trampling elephant.
God, do they fucking kill.
They don't play around.
They drive that big giant head right into them.
And why aren't more like acting up? Do they keep them a little a little snoozy?
They're probably scared too.
Yeah, they train them like that.
Those hooks.
But they probably give them a little something. Keep them a bit snoozy, I bet.
Do you ever see
Just
the
a
hook?
little bit.
That hook that they use, it's a fucking giant stick with like a little hook coming off the back, almost like a cane, and that's what they lead the elephant around with, and they jab them with.
What was that fucking movie?
Water for Elephants.
Water for Elephants.
And they're very vicious. I don't know about Ringling Brothers compared to other circuses. Maybe they're better, but it just, to me, the idea of the circus is you have these fucking animals doing these dumb tricks. Like,
and it's supposed to be astounding. Like
an animal that should be. I love when they go ballistic and start killing people. I love it.
It really is great. Yeah.
When we were kids, we just didn't know any better. Yeah. You'd go to the circus, you didn't even think that the animals are miserable. You just thought it was cool.
Okay,
but having an adult perspective on some of this is rough.
And now there's just so many avenues of entertainment. Do we really got to sit there and watch these fucking animals like being silly?
It's terrible.
Let's go to Mike in Texas. Mike.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Oi.
Hey, I was calling because y'all were talking about the medical research on chimps. Well, in Texas, they just passed a law making it legal to do extreme medical research on child molesters, rapists, and murderers as long as they're serving, I think it's either a life sentence or already on death row.
I'm sure they have to consent to it.
Wait, Texas, they're making it legal? I would believe Texas would be able to get something like that done.
Good for them.
They're in their own little world down there.
Yeah, I think it's after, I think the state senate voted on it in September.
That's great. Good for There's time where Texas just does it right.
Yeah,
So what's going to happen?
I'm sure the ACLU will come in and try to
it's got to be voluntary.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually doing it.
Just scoop them up out of jail and do things to them.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely think there is a consent thing, but I mean, you murdered 6 kids and you could give something back to society.
Maybe. All right. Fair enough.
All right,
That's
brother.
retribution.
Thank you. We're going to try this chimp research one more fucking time. Tommy in D.C. So far, this has been a bust. Jesus Christ.
There are no chimp researchers listening.
I know. Why? If we want to talk about beer farts, the phones light up.
We get the occasional pilot, the occasional surgeon, things like that. Chimp researchers, no.
I was feeling confident. We had miners that are making millions of dollars a year. I figured it wasn't that much of a stretch.
He says he's making millions.
Yeah.
He spends his time making fucking ring things out of beaver assholes.
Yeah, if he's a multimillionaire, why is he eating beaver tail bacon?
Exactly. It's the Donald Trump of Alaska. Fricasseeing beaver tootsies. It's a delicious snack. You dip it in chocolate. What do you call it? Chocolate-covered beaver tootsies. Oh, fuck yourself. Make a beaver shotgun. Eat it.
You really don't think we have primate researchers out there?
We have we don't even have fucking primates below them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd be more convinced if one of the chimps called.
Yeah, said, "Look, here's what they do."
Love the show.
All right, we'll take a break.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll make some more shit.
Love.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.